In this video, we're going to review learning objective number 1, solving multi-step equations. And so this is the general process that you will want to do when solving these problems. The first thing I want to do is distribute. I see parentheses here, and parentheses tells me to distribute or to multiply. I'm going to multiply 2 times 3x, which is 6x. And I'm going to multiply 2 times -2, which is -4. It's super important to remember that you must distribute to both of the items in the parentheses in order to do this correctly. The rest of the problem did not change, so I'm just going to bring down everything exactly how it is written. So I did my distribution, and now I'm going to move on to combining like terms. Combining like terms means I'm going to combine things on the same side of the equal sign with things that are on the same side. Now, they're the same if they're both numbers or if they both have the same variable. So in this example, 6x and -4x are like terms, and I can combine them because they both have the letter x and they are on the same side of this equal sign. They're on the left side. So I can go ahead and say 6x minus 4x is 2x. I'm going to bring down that -4 because that is not a like term. I cannot do 2 minus 4 because 2 has this x and 4 does not. They are not like terms. I'm going to bring down the rest of the problem. And now I need to do inverse operations. I am going to do these inverse operations in this order. If I want to make sure that my variables are on one side of the equal sign. And so when I'm looking here, I can see that 2x and 5x are on different sides of this equal sign. So I cannot just say 2 plus 5. If I'm moving from one side to the other, I need to use the inverse operation. I need to change the sign. So my inverse operations, like add goes with subtract and multiply goes with divide. So I have a positive 5x right here. So I'm going to subtract 5x from both sides. 2x minus 5x is -3x, and 5x minus 5x is 0. Bring down the rest of the problem, including that equal sign. And now I have all of my variables just on one side of the equal sign. So I've met this goal here. My next step is to make sure that the variable is isolated. I want to get the variable on one, like all by itself, and all the numbers on the other side. So I'm going to identify where the variable is, and I'm going to start with the thing that does not have the variable. So I have -4 here. I'm going to do the opposite of that, which is +4. And I'm going to do that on both sides of the equal sign. -4 plus 4 is 0. And -5 plus 4 is -1. Now I'm going to bring down the -3x. Bring down the equal sign. And I've gotten closer to my goal of having the variable isolated. And so now I just need to work on the term that it is, that it has. In front of it, it has a -3. But when a number and a letter together, that represents multiplication. So I'm not going to add 3 to both sides because what is happening here is multiplication. So instead, I'm going to divide by -3 on both sides. So -3 divided by -3 is 1, 1x. And I'm going to bring down the equal sign, and -1 divided by -3, if I put that into my calculator, is going to be positive 0.33, repeating. That is the solution to this equation.